Hello, everybody. Brandon Jones here, editor-in-chief of GameTrailers.com. I'm joined by Mr. Kyle Bossman.
I love trailers.
And Mr. Daniel Bloodworth.
Hey.
Who also loves trailers, but not as much as Kyle. Kyle, I guess by this point, loves trailers more than any of us.
I mean, there's just that natural resistance now to not say it after he says it.
I like that. I like the resistance. Somebody's got to stand up to Kyle one of these days. So, yeah, got some news, guys. So I really want to thank Ryan Stevens, of course, for having the idea to do Let's All Go to the Trailers. But most specifically, in this moment, I want to thank Mr. Rohan Rivas, who I remember getting the email that said, how can you not call it Let's All Go to the Trailers? Let's not go to the lobby, but let's go to the trailers. And it strikes me as interesting that, you know, we have our close little knit group of people that come to talk, for us, of course, to talk about trailers and for people to listen to us talking about trailers. But, you know, just talking about trailers isn't that big of a thing. And so I like calling attention to it. I like having the uniqueness of this podcast. I'm saying this because Let's All Go to the Trailers is no more. It is now going to be Trailer Score. Because we've done one episode of Trailer Score so far on the Mad Max trailer, and it just had a huge response, plain and simple. And so I think we really want to isolate episodes of this show about specific trailers and not to do one grab bag thing, which means at the end of the day, hopefully you guys will get these videos faster and you'll get more of them. So hopefully it's more trailers for everybody, which you love, right, Kyle? Because you love trailers.
Brandon, this is your art, man. This is creation. You don't have to apologize for anything. I say just do it.
Well, then let's just do it. We're here to talk about Batman, so we should probably talk about Batman. So yeah, should be really excited about this. So yeah, it's probably not a good way for me to start a Batman trailer. It's like, oh wait, no. Jones isn't going to just jump out of the gate
Wait,
with
though.
extreme fandom.
This trailer kind of starts like, so yeah.
You're right.
It's a very kind of sleepy thing. And like, okay.
Shots
yeah.
we've already seen.
There's
You're
no
right,
sound effects. Yeah, it's like Gordon waiting for Batman. Like, okay, what else? There are four, I guess. There's four specific things that this trailer tells us, which are all characters. This trailer tells us Nightwing, Robin, Catwoman, Oracle, we already knew, and Azrael, who is going to be really interesting to see if that's just another side mission thing, or if we're actually going to get to play as any of these people, or if the combo moves we're seeing are just kind of going to be like an AI compatriot that you can summon or is only available in certain parts of the game. But one of the huge things I actually wanted to talk about that is kind of unfair because it doesn't really have to do with this video specifically, but so much of this stuff got teased. I remember on Sunday I got somebody tweeted me and they were like, Nightwing. You know, Nightwing is now going to be in Arkham Knight. And I was like, oh cool, that trailer got announced, and it wasn't. It was the third teaser. We had a countdown, a 3, 2, 1 before we got this teaser, and that to me only did one thing, which was pull the steam out of this trailer. It's like this trailer would have been way better for me, and I would have been way more into the whole announcement had I not known that. I assumed Nightwing was going to be in it, but I didn't know. And I don't see why you wouldn't just save all of that for one big trailer push and try to drag it out over a bunch of days. Does not seem like a good strategy.
Well, my other problem with it is just the way that they're put in this trailer is that they are teases. Like, you don't get introduced to this character. You just see them as like, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be your response, but because you've already heard about it, then it's like, okay.
My theory is that, sorry, this is not the trailer, but in the game itself, I'm thinking you can only you have one assist character at a time because we only see Catwoman fighting robots. I assume, like, we go to the robot factory and Catwoman's there and just like, I have a grudge here too, I'll help you just for this one mission. I think that's probably what will happen.
I think you nailed it, yeah.
The trailer seems cheap to me, and I don't mean like cheap about money spent, I mean cheap in its technique. Basically it shows Batman doing a lot of not Batman-y things. You see punches. The shot of him holding the gun, to me, is the cheapest one. I realize that's a Batman tool. I realize it's not a gun, but it's treated as a gun in this trailer. Just like, oh, look how powerful Batman is with his gun now, just amidst punches.
And you don't really know what it is, so it's kind of weird to get excited by that shot because it's like, I don't know what that thing does.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like he naturally demonstrates it after that shot. So.
No.
And getting new equipment is not something that is a major spoiler for a Batman game. It's something that we're probably getting new items. I've actually seen a couple teased so far in gameplay, and I can't remember if those were featured in the Arkham games before. Yeah, there's just not a lot going on in... we see Lucius Fox, I believe, with his weapon. We see him, getting ready to defend Wayne Tower.
Yeah, it's gotta be him, yeah.
So it's cool to see these characters, but I'm really over the character just randomly staring at you for no reason. Like, It just, those shots seem to be completely taken out of context and are just really weird and uncomfortable and really presentation-y. Like, and I get the vibe that the people setting up this trailer, like, you're just going to blow your mind if we show you Nightwing. And it's like, no, I actually want to hear Nightwing. I actually am curious why Nightwing's here and why Catwoman's hanging out at the robot factory and how this stuff plays in. I'm really surprised the trailer focuses so much more on car combat. Like, it ends with this big thing of you know, again, I've seen the combat with the car. I've played that section. I got it. Like, and it doesn't look like the Batmobile's doing anything new. Yeah, just kind of weird that so much focus was placed on this one trailer. It's something that this Arkham Knight has actually been kind of guilty of in the past, is putting way too much of a focus. There was that, like, 3-part trailer that the first part was really cool, and then the second and third parts were terrible, and were just really kind of throwaway moments. And, you know, it's, I think, interesting lesson for WB to just kind of like, just get it all out there. Just have one giant announcement, surprise us, so we can all talk about one video, but don't separate them in weird ways, and don't build up to something that could potentially not be that interesting. Says the person who's a ridiculous Batman fan.
But my thing is, what even is the point of this? Like, what is this trailer trying to drive home? Because it just sort of feels like it's another trailer. There are multiple new things in it, but none of them are the real focus.
That there's going to be other characters that are going to help you, and that I think in a really, really small way that they're somehow in danger from Scarecrow. The Scarecrow's like, I'm going after them too, man. Yeah. Which again was a given. It's just, it's not. I needed way more story, and it's a bummer we don't hear anything. It's really weird to see Nightwing, not hear them, to see Catwoman, not hear her, even though her dialogue I thought in the Arkham City trailers was terrible. But that's a whole other conversation. It's like, ooh, this place is dangerous. I like it. Like, that was it. That was your
needed an example.
That was your trailer quote.
Thank you for giving us an example. That's very funny. Yeah, I mean, I think there are good shots here. I love the shot of Arkham Knight with his army. I think
that is an intimidating shot.
Yeah, I think it's in the middle of a montage, though.
And shows how different he is, maybe compared to other. That's like G.I. Joe level of battle, you know. So it's kind of nice to set him up. And seeing Batman get beat up with no context of like why he's gotten beat up or seeing the scene before. 6.8, a fairly generic kind of whatever trailer. Did make me more excited to play the game at all. I thought this was kind of a given. Like I said, just really weird to see Robin just like, hey, what's up? I'm Robin. Like, okay, what?
Yeah, the trailer makes me pretty mad. I'll give it a 6.5, and of course take off 0.5 for pre-order now. You know what's actually very frustrating about the Harley Quinn hat on is that it's at the beat of a drum hits at the end of the music. So it's like this is definitely part of the trailer. Like pre-ordered Harley Quinn is like part of the message. 6.
I think we're also close enough to the game that we should maybe see some of that Harley gameplay.
No.
A month or two out.
All you need to see is her put a hat on. It's fine. You're gonna
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially because that thing was the very first teaser. Like, her putting that hat on is a shot from the very first teaser, and so that shot's getting a little low.
Right,
so
what are you
another
selling
way to spice
us?
up that announcement.
What is it? What are you selling? Yeah, oh my gosh.
I'm probably going to go just slightly higher. I'll go to 7 on this. But I feel like it's very much... It's just not focused enough. Like, I feel like if the big deal of this trailer is supposed to be these other characters are in it, then it's like, we should reveal them in some cool way. We should show them in gameplay a bit, and then we should be out. But it just feels like there's all this other filler in here, and I don't know what the story is and like what the context really is. It just kind of, it feels a little dry. But at the same time, it's like, as you said, it's like, well, these are all from cutscenes that are actually in the game and actually will be good in the game.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's a mediocre thing made out of pieces of great things.
So on one hand, I'm excited about this new venture, you guys. I'm excited about Trailer Score.
Yeah.
It eventually replacing our beloved old podcast. Thank you, Ryan Stevens. Thank you, Rohan Rivas, for creating Let's Go to the Trailers. Yeah. We are moving on. We are growing, coming out of the cocoon. We are now Trailer Score.
We're a moth.
So I'm excited about that. I'm not excited to give a Batman trailer 6.6 trailer score. Aggregated, 6.6. I gave it a 6.8. You dropped it down, Mr. Bosman. 0.2. Your pre-order. See, that's the thing you got to think about. Your pre-order rules are now affecting all of us.
Oh, because the comments were calling you up for maybe missing one last time.
Yeah, there are 2 different versions of that Mad Max trailer from last week.
Oh, okay.
The one we have on our site has no pre-order now bonus at the end, but the one on YouTube did. So just go to GameTrailers.com to watch the Game Trailers.
That's the end of that's your lesson at the end of the day. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll see you next episode.